Yo, what's up, W family, WQ Army? It's your boy WQQQQWRT, and I'm exposing the truth of the Link to Past community. The Link to Past clique, as we know it, I'm exposing the truth. So, a lot of you guys know that DowntimeDeath, also known as SleepyNicholas, has spliced runs in the past. This is about all anybody knows, and actually a lot of people don't even know this because the Link to Past community has gone to every effort to protect this guy and cover up the story. But yeah, this guy, DowntimeDeath, has been splicing runs over a long period of time. He lied about every bit of it, never came out, has shown zero accountability, zero transparency for any of his actions, made fake evidence, which I will go into, made an alt account, used a voice changer to lie about his identity on an alt account. And after all of this, the Link to Past community put his times on a leaderboard. They put his times on the main leaderboard, speedrunning.com. And I tried reaching out to the Link to Past community. I tried reaching out to Pack, and these people don't seem to think it's a problem. It is a problem. It's still a problem in 2017. Because the leaderboard mods on Link to Past are following this guy, they're interacting with this guy, they're talking to this guy on a regular basis. Someone who directly undermines the leaderboard, the integrity of the game, the integrity of the runners. These moderators who represent the game, who are supposed to represent the game, supposed to represent the leaderboard, they interact with somebody who directly compromises it. So let's go into exactly what DowntimeDeath did. When DowntimeDeath splices a run, or several runs, and does all this other stuff over a long period of time, insults countless community members, this is what he's rewarded with by the community. The community protects him. This Google Doc was featured on a video with 270,000 views. In response to being on that video, this is what they put. The community is directly protecting this guy. So on January 3rd, 2016, the person in question, DowntimeDeath, who changed his name to Nicholas, SleepyNicholas, posted this run, which is a 124.19 PB. As you can see by these end credits, this run has no audio, and this video is from YouTube, which is in 30 FPS. And this run is posted on the 3rd while everybody was at AGDQ, and I was inactive at the time, and so nobody questioned this run, even though it's a 45-second PB, and there's no audio. Also, please note, it's 4 seconds better than my PB, and this guy, SleepyNicholas, has a vendetta against me. Which is quite clear if you look at the core Roll and Deep community, the Link to Past clique. If you look at all of them, they don't like me. They mass downvote my videos. They constantly attack and criticize me. And this was an attempt by his to control me. Attempt by his to seize power over me. Well, he posted this run on the 3rd. On the 22nd of January, he posted a hundo PB. On the 22nd of January, DowntimeDeath posted he updated his golds. There's a spreadsheet on, not even in the Link to Past community. For the Link to Past clique members, the core clique members, they made a spreadsheet where they posted all their gold segments. And he updated his golds from 142.41 to 142.47 on the 22nd of January. Nothing's unreasonable about that, but 3 days later, he posts a 142.50 100% PB, which is nearly impossible to do, especially when your golds 4 days ago were 142.41. And also, the current world record at the time was a 142.52. So this run was 2 seconds better than the world record, with a sum of best 23 seconds worse than it, which is nearly impossible to do in 100%. It's also nearly impossible for someone of this player's skill level to produce at all. Especially under these circumstances. There's no video of this run. Nobody questioned this run. There are chat logs of his friends, the Link to Past clique, actually, of course, celebrating this run. 2 days later, or 1 day later, actually, he deletes his Twitch account. He never submits his 100% run to a leaderboard. Deletes his Twitch account and removes any trace of him online, or most traces of him online. And this is when people started to get a little suspicious, myself included. Said, hey, what's up with this guy's video? What's up with the 100% PB? What's up with the 124.19? That again was 4 seconds better than my PB. I never saw the video, but when I learned that there was no audio in the video, I started to get extremely suspicious. And this is when a lot of bad things happened afterwards. If the community had just left it at this, I don't think it would have been the worst case scenario. I went to an extreme amount of effort trying to expose this guy as a cheater because I was the only person in the community who would actually do it. Because the rest of the community is his good friend. And so he had immunity from them. None of them were able to say, hey, you know, I don't trust your runs. What happened? What's going on here? So none of the members of the community were able to do that except for me because I don't have a good relationship with the community. They don't like me. They trash talk me at every turn. They try to manipulate every bit of evidence and manipulate the circumstances against my favor. They've tried to kill my channel. They tried to remove me from the community. They tried to vilify me on every term. This has happened. These people really don't like me, right? So I will actually come out and say, hey, this guy's cheating. And I made this Google Doc putting the work I did, the evidence I did. I wrote it down. And a complete timeline of exactly what happened. This goes back to April 14th, 2014. The very first suspicious thing this guy did, he disappeared for 3 months. From April to August, he disappeared. And he came back with a PB that was 4 minutes better than his previous PB. And nobody thought anything of it, and there's no video. Nobody thought anything of it. This has happened before. I've done this. People have done this. It's not a big deal. But when you compound the fact that he did this, he's displayed significant suspicious activity. In June, his 125.05 PB was the 25.33 was the exact same behavior as the 24.19, which is confirmed fake. And then also the fact that the guy is a master manipulator. If you consider all of this, it gets sort of suspicious. Of course, the community refuses to look into any of this, and they pretend he just made one fake run, which in itself is a little crossing the line because he's been a part of the community since 2014. So he played the game for 2 years, and then he decided to make a fake run, lie about it completely, make fake evidence, make fake videos, and then get the community to believe his fake videos and then actually turn on me, and I'll show you how he did that. So after I released this document, he got really upset, and he realized actually the community was starting to turn on me. They were not turning on him for splicing a run. They were turning on me for trying to uncover this. And so he realized that. He tried to take advantage of it. And so he made this video. This was on February 6th, and I came out with this document on around February 1st to February 4th. So this was right after. And DowntimeDeath posted this video. So this is a video that the community actually celebrated because they assumed that this made him innocent. And yes, that is me on the left. He put my image in the video, and this is how he used manipulation to control the circumstances and to use the community already turning against me. He was able to completely turn them against me, and again, using my image in the video is one of these control, one of these manipulation tactics. He's basically telling me that I'm a liar, and I'm out to get him because I'm jealous that he beat my time by 4 seconds, right? This is the narrative that he and the rest of the community created. So the problem with this video is that it looks like insoluble proof, even though this was also a confirmed fake run. It looks like unbeatable proof, and actually at the time the Link to Past community decided that it was unbeatable proof, and they all streamed, right after this, they all streamed a race where they all used webcam camera, and they're all on microphone, or I guess Discord at the time. They're laughing about how he's innocent and how it's real, and he really did get a 123. I think this is a 2410, right? So this isn't even a 123.55. This is a 2410. So they're all mocking me and making fun of him, even though this is confirmed fake. And the problems with this is that I actually brought this up. It's extremely easy to get video from a computer to a CRT. If you Google it, you can do it for about $20. It's shipping one day. You can plug a few cables in. It's really easy. The other issue is that there's no controller sounds. If you listen closely, you can hear the audio. It's through the webcam. So if you can hear the audio through the webcam, you should also be able to hear his controller, especially when the TV audio is so low. You almost certainly have to be able to hear the controller, yet you can never hear the controller audio. And people, again, not only do they disregard the fact that it's very easy to put video onto a CRT, but they also disregarded this controller sound problem. The other problem is this is actually a recording. He didn't stream this video live. This is a recording he did, and then he just uploaded the recording. And I can prove that because there's actually 2 past broadcasts, and notice the first one's 51 minutes. The second one's a 1 hour and 28 minutes, and it's the same exact video. So yeah, it's pretty easy to prove that. Notice you can see the shadow in the background is identical. Now this video did start later, but that's because this is a video he's playing, and so he pressed play on the video, and you can see how his hand moves out. Right, that his hand moving out is actually starting the video. So none of this was addressed by the community. It's kind of ignored, kind of covered up, and this narrative was created that I am out to get him, that I'm jealous because he beat my time by 4 seconds, and that I'm out to get him, and that this video would make him prove, which it doesn't, that he's real, he's legit. He did get a 142.50 in hundo. 9 seconds better than a summer best for 3 days before. 23 seconds better than his current summer best. He got a 124.19 after struggling with the 125.05 while going through school. And I actually argue that the 125.05 itself is suspicious. It's highly suspicious. It's fake as well. There's a significant amount of chat logs from Nicholas talking to members of the community that you can look at to look at how he used these events and these circumstances to try and spin the story that I'm jealous of him, even though it's almost certain that this run is fake. And none of his quote friends, like Scrivo and Blunt Bunny and Timon, who are moderators in the leaderboard, and Zelna, who put his times back on the leaderboard after this was all uncovered, none of them were able to call him out. So this is my primary problem with the community, that the community, it's run by a clique. It's not run by people who care about the game. It's run by people who care about the clique, their friends, their agenda, and so when somebody does something like this and they lie about it, it gets protected, it gets thrown under the rugs, nobody knows about it. And there was another incident later with another one of their clique members who spliced a run or cheated in a run, and nobody knows about it. And I do think it's highly possible that this stuff happens again, because there's no system in place to balance this. There's no system in place to say, hey, this clique has too much power. This is a problem, it needs to be addressed. So a few days later, Crystal takes his times down from the leaderboards because his times actually were on the leaderboard after the 124, not just the 124.19, but the 124.10. I don't have the exact details. If somebody in the community wants to come forward and provide specific chat logs that I don't have, if you guys want to provide specific evidence that I don't have, that would be great. I don't think that's going to happen because the Link to Pass community is trying to cover this up as much as they can. So, but if anyone out there has this stuff, then that would be great. So yeah, this is one of the biggest lies all splicers do, including Nicholas. And I've been grinding this game for 2 months, and then Addy says a lot of these, even streaming regular practice streams, right? This is actually not true. He didn't stream for 2 weeks before he got his 124.19, even though he claimed he practiced every day, 8 to 10 hours a day, which of course is all a lie. This is one of his defenses, right? So it's not just that he spliced the run, but he actively made a campaign about how I'm splicing the run. It was real. It's a real run. And then I spliced this 124 and 10 on webcam, which we'll go to later. And then that's also real. And then this is an example of the clique trying to cover his ass. And this is a big problem. And this is why, specifically, I don't think the leaderboard mods should be this guy's friends, because they're intentionally trying to cover up for him. So Moonfest is Crystal, if you don't know. No one wanted to say anything, though, because, no one wants the runs to end up being cheated. But if a 140, 120 star run popped out with no game audio, right after someone had a 142, is that not worth questioning, etc., as example? Nicholas says, this is a splicer, DowntimeDeath. I had a 125.05 before my first 124, and was streaming attempts daily for months. This is only half true. He did stream a lot of attempts. Almost all of those attempts were either resets, they were not very good runs. The 125.05 was a one of several months before. And actually, the thing about the 125.05, it was another run where he turns the stream on, he gets a 30-second PB, and then he turns the stream off. So the 125.05 itself isn't even particularly good evidence. He never got a single run anywhere near 125.05 or near 124.19 in the past 5 months before he did this. His best run is a 125.50 in a race in December. Moonfesta. Just making sure this is being covered properly, because it wasn't. Proof calling is a case-by-case basis thing. Zelna says, seriously, can we just stop talking about that and move on? This is the problem. And if you don't know, Zelna is the person who put DowntimeDeath's times back on the leaderboard in June. Now, I don't have proof of that outside of everybody admitting to it. If anybody has screenshots of that, come forward. Please come forward. I'd like for the Link to Past community to hold some accountability for what happened here. And also, this is again is why I don't think Nicholas's friends who are trying to cover up this story should be leaderboard mods. It's a problem. Zelda took himself down from the leaderboard after he did this, and after Crystal took his times down, and I was complaining about it heavily. Zelda stepped down from the role. Problem with this is he still has the exact same power he had before. Everybody still sucks up to him and looks up to him. And nobody else was actually able to say, hey, Zelna, you overstepped your boundaries. That's not okay, right? He himself did it, and then I complained about it, and then he said, you know what, it's a mistake, and he took it down, right? Nothing happens. There's no system of checks. There's no system of balances here. Zelna's power is identical. In fact, who's on the leaderboard now? It's Timon and Scrivo. These people followed Nicholas's ult. This guy's known for lying. Again, this is a whole lie. Known for manipulating the truth. They followed his ult this year. Timon a month ago. Nicholas, I see that my run is also gone from speedruns.com. Nice. Which it should be under these circumstances. Crystal, yeah, please try not to be offended or whatever if it's like legit, haha. Addie says, what the fuck, who deleted that? If it is, time will tell. Nicholas, I am quite offended. This is a complete farce. And this is a problem I've been dealing with in the Link to Past community for years. This person lies and manipulates the truth, and everybody sucks up to him. And then they turn it around on me. I'm jealous that he's cheated. This run he's talking about that he's quite offended was proven to be fake. Well, it does say he deleted it. Crystal, your runs as a player, I mean. Nicholas, after 20 months of really hard work, correct, hard. This is a lie. This is literally fake. He's referring to a run that is fake. So this is his second run that was confirmed fake, that he is pretending that is supposed to save him. His run should be on the leaderboard. This is what Zelna is saying. Can we please stop talking about this run right here? And I'll show you how it's fake. So right here, Ganon spawns fire bats around him, and they're supposed to spawn in this area right where my mouse is. That's the first one that's supposed to spawn there. Assuming the ice Arbos went standardized, which it did in this run. And I'll show you that. If these guys, when they spin in a circle, there's something called an arc variable, and it's a counter, and so it saves how much they spun. And so if they spin a lot, what happens on Ganon is the trident, it starts differently. And it's interesting because if you power off the console and power back on, they also start differently. So I'll show you guys a link in a different video explaining more on that. So here, these fire bats spawn nowhere near normal, nowhere near standard, and this is actually not possible. It's not possible in the game. The taskers or whatever looked into it. It's frankly not a thing. And it's interesting too because the Ganon fight's different. Notice he got hit by that fire bat. That's not supposed to happen. His phase 2 fire bat cycle was actually different than the standard. Now this same discrepancy was in the 123.19, and that's how we discovered they're fake. It's almost certain that all the other runs are fake too. The 23.55, they get a 23.85, a 23.50, a 124.10, which is this, and a 124.25. It's almost certain that all of them are fake. The 142.50. There's no way that's even real. It's basically impossible. It's questionable whether what he did in the past is fake or real too, because here's the problem. Why does DowntimeDeath know how to splice a run on webcam like this? Why is he so proficient at it too? And why is he able to do this in this way? And we couldn't detect it. There was no way. We tried a lot of different things. There was no actual way to detect the splice, yet he was able to splice 5 or 10 runs minimum and actually splice evidence on command. I mean, quickly. How is he so equipped and prepared to do that? That's one of the other reasons I believe that, yes, he was splicing runs far before just January, February, March. This actually goes much deeper, and if you look at his 125.33 PB, it's the same story. 125.05, it's the same story. Turns the console on. People are at SGDQ when he got the 25.33 PB. People are at SGDQ, turns the console on, gets a huge PB, turns it off. A week later, does a hundo run, a single hundo run, gets a huge PB, turns the console off. So, and this is a repeated story. Now, of course, none of this has ever been looked into or addressed or considered. It was just kind of ignored. I mean, in the words of Zelda, can we just seriously stop talking about this? Wait a minute, this guy's splicing runs. He's lying about his achievements. I mean, he's in good conscience lying. He is in good consciousness lying about a proven fake run. Why is the community covering this up? I don't know if you guys remember this video. Super Scudge posted on March 14th. This is when it was discovered how he was splicing, or not how, but I guess with the proof that these are fake runs. Scudge posted a video called Arc Variable Lesson. It has 14,000 views. There is absolutely no connection to why this video exists at all. That's fine. You know, it's interesting. I'll leave this in the description if you want to check it out. Basically, he talks about the Ice Armos, and then he talks about the Ganon Firebat.
Wait until the expansion and contraction again so we can see where the Firebats start. Should be in the bottom, a little bit to the left, I guess. This is where they're going to start to spawn. Yeah, so that's where they start to spawn. So that's the difference that can be caused by this variable in the Ganon fight, given a few different circumstances. You know, so yeah, under nearly all conditions in a normal run, if you don't mess up Armos very badly, or mess it up a little bit and get the red mail, then you're almost always going to have the correct value here, which is 64, and you're always going to have the same pattern on Ganon, assuming you don't get the glitch warp, where he would be facing down. So if that happens, then you know the fight's kind of screwy anyway. So yeah, I think that's all I really wanted to.
Right. So this is what this document is detailing. This is what this document says that was erased. I'll show you how in his 124.19 run he also this was uncovered, and it's kind of hard to tell. Also note this VOD's in 30 FPS, but it doesn't matter because the first bat spawns right here when it's supposed to spawn right here. And even if this VOD is in 30 FPS, if it spawned a frame before, it can never spawn here with this Ice Armor cycle. So this actually proves that the run is fake, which I find it shocking that people really don't find this on the right side suspicious. Especially when this run beats my PB, when this run has almost no errors. Let's listen to the run. There's no game audio. This was posted during AGDQ. Nobody was actually present. I was inactive at the time. I find it quite shocking that people like Zelna, Poor Little Pinkus, Revo, Blunt Bunny, these guys are mods on Speedrunning.com. These people want this to not be talked about. I think it's dangerous, and I find it shocking that this is covered up, and it gets much worse. So I don't know when this was posted. I think it's the same day that they found the arc variable thing, but Nicholas, in the same manipulation tactic that he's been using for a while, uses the webcam and uses the webcam audio. If you listen closely, it's the same manipulation tactic, and he even has controller cam for, well, parts of the video. It's not the whole video. So this is his attempt at manipulating evidence and proving that he's safe, because he claimed that, and I'll show you the text, he claimed that it was his Super Nintendo that had this weird bug with the arc variable. It was his cartridge, or Super Nintendo, was unique in a million. It was 1 in a million. That's why he would get it. This is his video to prove that. Well, have I heard that before, you know? It's the same as if every splicer says, oh, I just practice offline. Well, what did DowntimeDeath say? What did DowntimeDeath say a week or 2 weeks before this. Oh, right. I've been grinding this game for the past 2 months, which is, again, it's a complete lie. And it's the same bullshit that I'm the butt end joke of. It's very frustrating for me, by the way. Right, so this is his Ice Armos fight, and what he's going to do is he's going to extend the Ice Armos fight past the point where the... Or no, he's going to do it normally, right? He does Ice Armos normally. So what this means is the Ganon Fire Bat cycle has to be normal. But in his evidence or whatever, it's different. So hey, look, his cartridge is different or something. Now I'm going to speed it up and show you almost certainly where he splices. And then the Ganon Bat's being weird. And also, yeah, look at this. This is the same manipulation. This is meaningless right here. This is a manipulation tactic. This is propaganda. It's actually pointless for him to do this. If he was able to splice this video, having controller cam for this part, which is obviously real, it doesn't conclude anything. It doesn't mean anything, because he splices the video in about 15 seconds, which we weren't able to uncover. And this is a big question. We don't know how he splices, and it's like this issue was never resolved. So right during that cutscene, we think he spliced, and that's because the shadow changes slightly, but it could just be an artifact. It's really hard to tell. Now, he could have also spliced this video during this cutscene right here, which it may actually have been the one, I don't remember. But you can see how these fire bats randomly spawn wrong. And it's like, wait a minute, I did Ice Thermos, I did this thing, I had proved I had controller cam right, again, which is meaningless. And they clearly spawn nowhere near what they're supposed to, so this is his argument. And I'll show you the documents where people try to, or he tries to argue that, hey, he's not a splicer. What about the 2355 and the 2425? I'm not sure how that matters. They had Ganons that had neural patterns. I guess I didn't check myself, but I assume this is again one of these manipulation tactics where he's playing stupid. But if there is okay, that means no splice. Well, that's not true. If they're okay, then he was undetected. It was an undetected splice, most likely. If I'm understanding what you guys are talking about, or is it even splice? I assume that's what you mean. Like he's playing like an idiot right here when he has maliciously spliced runs, insulted Crystal, insulted me, asked why my run's taken off the leaderboard when there's clear suspicion. Even if in a vacuum his runs weren't spliced somehow, well, when you submit a 50-second PB with no audio, yeah, there's clear suspicion. No, what he does is says why are my runs taken off the leaderboard? So he goes through. Again, there were any splices found in spectrographs. This is a actually it's a logical fallacy. I'm not too good at them, but I think it's a straw man where it's assuming that because there were nothing found in the spectrographs, then therefore they're fine. When it's not the argument. It's not the argument at all. It's made up. And then he insults me. I'm sure there exists such a team out there with WQ and Xana. Okay, well, thanks PLP for insulting me. If you wonder why I don't like this guy, it's because he's an asshole to me. And then this is the same bullshit. I submitted a 2355 with the Firebat thing, right? And line out audio. I'm good. We still don't know how he spliced. So there should be spec like that they wanted. And just leave me alone. I can't be fucked with all this BS anymore. If it's spliced, it would show 100% right. Again, this is classic manipulation done by Nicholas, right? Well, IDK, I've looked through a few VODs to find any different bat patterns, but I'm not going to sit here on my birthday and look through more. If you guys want to use this as a means for removing me from leaderboards, then I guess there's nothing I can do about that. Playing the victim, even though he's the one maliciously splicing runs. Even though I don't see this as actual evidence of splicing, even though it's certain, with just an anomaly that doesn't even appear in the 2355 or the 2425 I submitted. Which is ridiculous to even assume or consider, because if you have a spliced run, your time shouldn't be on the leaderboard no matter what. It doesn't matter if you can make a fake run that would bypass the specific evidence. Which I submitted as requested so the audio can be checked. This is again a straw man argument. Which, by the way, would be damning evidence that there are no splices. Which is not true. I am in a tech wizard by any means. Everybody knows this, so can't see how anyone would think I have a way to get around this. The damage done to my reputation as a speedrunner by WQ and Crystal already, and now that paired with this would be too much to come back from. This is classic manipulation. This is turning this agenda where I am jealous of him and I'm trying to damage his reputation. When people in the community found specific evidence that this guy is maliciously splicing, he's lying about it, he's cheating. We've seen his fake evidence that he already presented that was rejected because it's absolutely absurd. Even though there is no actual splicing evidence, people just would not trust me. So yeah, GG and goodbye, I guess. I wish he did leave on this. This guy has come back time and time again, and if you go to his Twitch channel right now, his channel's down. I can guarantee you it's going to come back up. It's the same problem. I'm worried about the feature link to past, because when people like Scrivo and Timon and Blunt Bunny are following this guy and they're friends with this guy, and people like Zelna say, please, I just want to stop. Can we just stop talking about this? This is what they say. When they're friends with this guy, he's going to find a way to manipulate people and get back on the leaderboards. Why is he painting me and Crystal as bad people? Because we're the only people in the community that are willing to come out and say, hey, you did something wrong. You need to get off the leaderboard. The community needs to stop covering you. Again, look at this. Shit just happens sometimes in this game. Like when Blunt just randomly got extra heart containers. Or you and getting super speed. Lots of random unknown soft locks and sprite errors too, like WQs and antivirus. This is called manipulation. This is how he manipulates the circumstances and manipulates people to paint himself as a victim, to paint himself as a saint, and paint me as a jealous, as enemy, autistic, retarded, psycho, I'm crazy. I mean, you have people like Pac, the lead moderator of Speedrun.com, insulting me. I say, hey Pac, why do people like Pac on your website? There's a problem. There's a specific problem on your website, and why? I want to know, Pac. Do you think it's okay that half of the moderators of Speedrun.com are following this guy's account when this guy has a malicious history, a history of lying, a history of splicing? I'm not even into his alt account now, his new fake Silent Sophie. I'm not even getting into that account. So Pac says, do you have a legitimate concern in trying to start shit? Alright. I legit, Pac, I don't know if you're joking or not. I don't think it's funny. I don't think this is funny. I don't think any of this is funny. I think it's a real problem. It hurts Link to the Past. It hurts the game. It hurts your website. This is your website, right? And then no, he refers to my tweets as slimy. And then he says, I do not have time to watch 22 minutes. Is it not your job? Is this not something that should be taken seriously? Or are the Zelnas of the world correct, where we should just ignore splicers? Is when Crystal said, hey, I think that, having accountability and having credibility for the leaderboard makes the scene real. I think that's good. No, you clearly do have 22 minutes of your time to watch my video talking about this problem. It's not nonsense at all, because he then insults me on a different one of my videos. I just realized that no one takes you seriously. Why are you insulting me as a counter argument, and then saying you don't have time to watch my videos when you're insulting me using my videos that you went out of your time? This is you represent this website. If you want to know why people don't take Speedrun.com seriously, maybe this is why. Maybe Scrivo and Timon and Blunt following DowntimeDeath, maybe them being moderators, maybe that's why people don't take your website seriously. I would seriously address. I'm not offended. I'm gonna be real with you. I'm not offended, but I would address this seriously. This is not like, what the hell is going on here? Here's more evidence by Nicholas. Thinks of those as suspicious. Nobody thinks of those as suspicious. This is just because all the shit surrounding me at the moment, which is all down to a personal vendetta by WQ. This is the problem, and this is the issue. I don't have evidence. How many times does Nicholas and his friends talk to each other and talk about this specific thing? Personal vendetta by WQ. Which is a lie, actually, because these are confirmed fake runs. This is all completely manipulated. Scribo's following him an alt. Think about this. They're talking to each other. Timon called me a retard, and then when I made a video, Timon called me a retard out of the blue. Think about this. Timon's following DowntimeDeath. Think about this. When an account named Racist Oliver that targeted my following list made a video insulting me and targeting my friends, Timon followed that guy on the same date as that video. And these people are trying to tell me, people like Poor Little Pinkus, are trying to tell me that they're not talking to each other, and making up this lie that this is a personal vendetta by me. If you intentionally make a fake run, which we know is fake, that cuts my PB by 4 seconds, and then I say 3 weeks later, hey, I think that run is fake because there's no audio and you deleted all your counts and there's no real tangibility and you're lying about everything. He spins this as I'm jealous of him. Think about this. This is planned from the beginning. If he makes a 24-30 PB and I say, hey, that's fake, what is his counter argument? The only counter argument then he has is that I'm scared of him, which these people have done before. And the idea of being a glitch RAM problem with my modded SFC, another factor of it being whether it's overlooked. It's a fucking game and it's stopped being fun a long time ago. Again, he paints himself as the victim here. He's not the victim. If you maliciously splice runs, multiple runs, make me look like a horrible person, he's attacking me. I've played this game more than anybody else. If you want to know why I'm so outraged, I've played this game more than anyone else. I committed my life to this game. Yet what he does is he says, it's a game. WQ is a bad person who's jealous, has a vendetta against me, and now he's the victim. These are his words. This is manipulation. And what happens, you get retards like Helgef people like Pack, who actually believe this bullshit. They actually believe this, and they don't know what's going on behind the scenes. They don't know what's going on behind the scenes, and people like Timon, who call me a retard out of the blue, they don't understand what's going on, and they don't understand how much these guys actually talk to each other. Why is Zelda defending this guy? Why is the document that's supposed to... I have to say this because the document that's supposed to say it doesn't say it. Because the video in the arc variable lesson has no relation towards DowntimeDeath, and you can't find it anywhere. Now, again, I think that's okay, but there's absolutely no connection. Nobody knows why or how he spliced and what exactly he's done. Because the community goes out of their way to cover it up. This is Zelda's words. Seriously, can we stop talking about that and move on? No, actually, we need to keep talking about this. This is a serious problem. This paste has the same propaganda. And I learned this was actually made by Blunt Bunny and was not made by Squeevo. Now, I don't think that changes any of the circumstances. If anything, it's more of a problem. Here's a famous message by Timon. Are you seriously that much of a retard at the ESL tweet? Maybe they saw your YouTube and figured you are a psycho. A week later, he follows DowntimeDeath's alt account, Dead Neck Zombie. This is out of the blue. This is an out of the blue tweet. And then at the same time he follows this account, he's modded on speedrunning.com/ALDP. And people like Pack are telling me that this is not a problem. So this is Blunt. He says, not sure how you think I got mad at you for using for clicks, but that Google Doc wasn't made by me. So he didn't take this down. This is an error on my end. I said he took this down. I said he made the Google Doc. This is not true, which means someone else we don't know made that Google Doc and took it down. I only made the paste spin. Well, this is why the situation is the same. This is the same propaganda minimizing tactic, right? I just want this drama. This is not drama to end. I can't speak for all. I personally will not be talking about this during my streams and ignore anything relating to this. Feel free to discuss your opinions and thoughts. You are a moderator on the leaderboard. If you're not discussing it, why are you moderating the leaderboard? This is absolutely disgusting. This is disgusting. This is why a clique should not run a community, should not run a leaderboard. There is no reason to treat him like shit. There is no reason for you to treat him like shit, except for the obvious stuff. There's a lot of reason for me to not treat him well, because he constantly is harassing me, targeting me, and turning the community against me. The community, and you are complicit in this, Blunt, has been doing this to me for years. And you have people like Pack who come out and tell me directly, nobody takes you seriously, and you're starting to stir shit. It's offensive, and it's rude, and it damages the game. So, Nicholas says, doesn't matter if I use your ROM hack to test. Like I mean to see if I can replicate. Or will that mess it? Just because it would take me an hour or so to get on there on cart to test. Yeah, I assumed you were. So, now Nicholas makes his fake video, his fake evidence. This is where he makes his fake evidence. And he actually says, I have to go to college now, I have to go to school now. So, again, it's questioning this problem. He says he streams every day, he practices every day. He streams 8 hours a day, practices 8 hours a day. Yet he's going to school full time, and then he's able to pump out these incredible runs, and then even make fake evidence. This story does not add up at all. And what happens? The community ignores it. They completely ignore it. So this all happened on the 14th of March or the 15th of March, and at this point, from about mid-February to mid-March, SleepyNicholas, DowntimeDeath, was actually, by the community standard, he was vindicated. He was fine. They believed his runs were real. His runs were on the leaderboards. I left the community then when this video was posted because people were celebrating his honesty. They were saying, okay, he's good. He didn't cheat, he didn't splice, and so they were celebrating that. And I left the community because I was offended. I was extremely offended, and I actually wasn't playing the game at the time, so I figured these people hate me so much. I'm not going to be a part of it. If they want to be friends with a splicer, I'm not interested. But they do. They actually wanted to be friends with a splicer, and they admit it. They admit it everywhere. After this video, I left, and so from the mid-May to, or mid-February to mid-March, he was fine. He was vindicated. And these videos were posted on the 8th of March. And Crystal had I think she had taken his times down. They were put up back up. They're taken down. And she had called him out too. And of course, she got the same DowntimeDeath treatment. Hey, you're jealous of me. I'm better than you. I'm better than you. I beat your time with a fake run. You're jealous of me. And then his lackeys like Zelda and Blum Buddy. Oh no, we'll just not talk about it. Part 2, as in the second VOD. And now he has to stream hard, right? So it's the same video. The VOD's the same. He put this overlay. So this is restream of a 124th drunk vocal breakdown. This is the title of the video. And it's in part 1 because he turned his stream on and then he turned it off, I guess. And so this is part 2. And he has commentary in this video. And it's kind of dark.
Music play there.
What he says sometimes.
But anyway, let's just play this run. How's my sound doing? Okay, sound's fine for everything. So yeah, there we go.
And this is on the 8th of March. This is a month after I presented to the community, hey, these guys' runs are very likely spliced. This is 2 months after he posted the initial spliced run. This is almost certainly spliced. And 2 months going on strong, he's still posting spliced runs. You have real accounts from Blum Money, from Zelda, saying, hey, let's not talk about this, let's not worry about it. It's still happening. Zelda, if you're watching this video, the reason you want to talk about this stuff is because if you don't talk about it, a month later, people like SleepyNicholas continue to do it. So this is happening, and listen to this VODs, because you can hear him, and he's bragging about his runs, bragging to his chat, and they're having a great time relishing in how good he is at the game, even though it's all fake.
Whatever, but I've resubmitted my 123, which is going to have, and this is my backup like evidence video as well for the specto graphy nerdy people to watch. But I'm currently in the process of doing the Kevin 7 Heaven, which some of you may be aware of. What that basically is I do want to quit this game forever, but before I quit, I want to get one final PB in every category I play. With one extra category, which is a bit of a surprise, but everybody knows what it is. It's going to be the end. I'm 4 out of 7 done. So I've got 4 PBs I'm happy with. There's just 3 categories left to do. But they're the 3 hardest ones to get PBs in my opinion. Well, actually, no, that's not true. One of them is very easy to get a PB in because my PB in is not very good, but I want to get really good times in it. So it's a very difficult one to get a good time in. The run's starting. So what I've done is as well, so this has got line out audio, and then I do this as well. I make sure that I turn the console on and off before going, just to show that it's not SD to SNES, otherwise it would, go to the SD to SNES menu or whatever. But yeah, so let's watch this and see what happens. Why no control? Oh, I was gonna do controller cam, but the thing is, when I played this game, I'm really animated with my hand movements and the way I move my controller around my legs that it wouldn't work very well. Like my controller would be off cam most of the time. I used to do controller cam when I was doing like about a year ago, but I don't like doing it. And probably gonna spend a bit of time doing Kevin 7 Heaven. Yeah, Kevin 7 Heaven. I've 4 out of 7 done. I've gotten 4 runs locked in the bag. I want a PB once again in every category I do, plus 1 new category, which is a surprise category, but everybody knows what that is now. And then I'm going to be done with this game forever.
How many times has he said that? I'm going to be done with this game forever. Probably the 20th time.
But I will say one thing. The 4 runs that I have ready to go are all world record. I'm just saying that. Just putting that out there. But they are 4 of the easiest ones. Well, actually, 2 of them were quite difficult to world record in, but 2 of them were free as fuck. But when I do the Kevin 7 Heaven, I guarantee you, there'll be at least 2 records Zelda still has. How many runs did this 124 take from your 123? This run took like 4 runs. I got 2 124s before that. One there was a 124-40, but that only had 2 blue balls, but I really fucked up endgame. And the other one was a 124-50 something, but that had like 4 blue balls. But I wanted to make sure that it was sub-crystal, because Crystal was the one who was telling me to do it, so I wanted to make sure I cut hair with it again. Not out of vengeance, but just to kind of put a bit of a point out there. But when I do runs now, I mean, as long as I'm focused, I kind of generally... I've had quite a lot of 124s now. Yeah, exactly, Scrivo. Evo and Super Bomb. I'm a Super Bomberman god, so fuck off. Yes, Timon, this is another splice. I spliced an even worse run than my last 2 previous runs. Oh, fuck, Jesus Christ, I was actually lucky there. I should have got hit like 3 times. Yo, Scrivo, thanks for the host, my friend. I appreciate that. Was that a host? Did a host alert just pop up? Oh shit, really? Did a host alert just pop up? I wasn't meant to have that. I'm sorry, that's not meant to pop up. I just seen it because it came up in chatty. Hang on, let me get rid of that then quickly. I don't want host alert. Sorry about that. Did a zombie just come up? Oh no, rip me. I'm new to this Twitch. Alright, it won't happen again. Oh, it's turned off. Alright, it's turned off. It's gone. I don't need luck. This is a restream, but... Well, I need luck that my...
This is why I don't think Scrivo should be a moderator on the leaderboard. SleepyNicholas is going on about how he has spliced 4 world records in this video, and then what happens? Scrivo actually donates him money. Why is this guy moderating the Link to Past leaderboards? Why is this allowed to happen? When I bring this up, why am I criticized by Poor Little Pinkets? By Pack? Why am I criticized for when I bring this up? This is a real concern.
Whoa, hang on. Yo, Screamo. My man. Yo, thanks, buddy. Yo, how about that fucking alert, though?
Why is this justified? Why is it justified that Pack's allowed to insult me when I bring this problem
thanks so much, buddy.
Portal Pinkus is consistently allowed to insult me. DowntimeDeath is consistently...
Like, that's it. I'm not going to put follow alerts on. I'm not going to put nothing, but that...
allowed to insult me. Why? Why is this allowed in the community? Why is it allowed that Timon is allowed to message me and call me a retard? Why is this justified? And then a month later, a week later, he's moderated on the leaderboard. And then a week later, he follows SleepyNicholas, this person, who literally this run admitted to splicing 4 out of 7 world records. And people are celebrating it. Why is this justified? Can somebody explain to me why this is justified?
Try to get a reservation at Dorsey now, you fuck.
Why is it allowed for Blunt and Zelda to say we need to stop talking about this? Guess what? This story keeps going on for another 3 months. It doesn't stop here.
CD alert. Nice. If I did OOT, it would I'd probably start off with IM/WW. It seems like a good category to start off with. But ideally, looking at it, I think I like 100%, but it's a bit long. So it'd probably be MST, I think. Medallion stalls. I kind of generally... I've had quite a lot of 124s now. The whole pressure of 124 is completely off now, so it's not that difficult to get. As long as I just get, acceptable blue balls and acceptable Ganon warps, then it's not too bad. Yes, Ash, you did hit RPG, and you know about this. I've spoke with you at this. I'm going to be doing RPG runs. And what I mean by RPG runs is, like NFL Street, Budokai, Stakes for Eden, Although, there is one alert I've got on. I'm not going to mention it because I don't like to ask. I'm not going to ask for anything like that. But if it ever happens, you will love it. It's a fucking American Psycho one, and it's amazing. That's all I'm going to say. Yo, Sword Up Click. Thank you. Yo, Sword Up Click. What the fuck? Is that you, Ben? Thank you for the host, but I turned off the host alert so I didn't show up. So thanks for the host. Well, that's the thing, Pinkus. Because with that RNG, it's nearly as fast as the fastest strat, but it saves an arrow. So I don't know, I haven't timed it too. The Master Sword run, the PB I got, I've had that for a while now. I've had that for like 3 weeks. So I've been doing Master Sword grind for like the last month and so to get that one. So the Kevin 7 Heaven, I've had the Master Sword one for a while. I got the Mirror Shield one as well, and the 100% one, which is ready to go. I got that today. Although the Mirror Shield one is fucking sick. Like, I think that's untouchable. I really do think that's untouchable. And my Ganon's Tower is getting really strong because I'm grinding the shit out of Ganon's Tower recently in preparation for the low percent damages run I'm gonna do. I really need to, know Ganon's Tower a lot better than I did, because that's like the scariest part of the run. He's Ben. Sometimes I'm sober.
You know who Ben is? Another leaderboard mod. Why is a leaderboard mod condoning somebody making 4 fake runs? World record fake runs. Out of 7 fake runs, 4 of them are world record.
Oh, sloppy. Yeah, this run is definitely a lot more sloppier than my 1-2-3. And my 1-2-3 was there's a lot of pressure on this run though. Like my 1-2-3 was, I was fueled in that by my, like, not hatred towards WQ or anything like that, but the fact that it wasn't the fact that he said I spliced that really annoyed me. It was the fact that he said the reason why I spliced was because I wasn't good enough to get that time. That I'm not good enough, he's not good enough, his movement isn't good enough, and that's what fired me up and angered me. That's what pushed me on. Yeah, the 1-2-4-10 and then the 1-2-3-2-5-5. This run I had quite a bit of pressure on. I was a bit nervous, which is why I played it quite a bit safe in Ganon's Tower, but I still managed to get a good time out of it.
What he's referring to there were proven splice runs. Both of them were proven splice runs. Why is this allowed? Why is this condoned? Why is it protected? Why does Pack protect this person? Why is Timon friending this guy? Why is it okay to Timon to tell me that I'm a retard and then follow this? How many runs does this guy splice? What about the next 3 months of Silent Sophie? What happened with Geese? Nobody knows. Why is the community protecting this guy? Why does this guy, who literally, listen to that, everything he's referring to there is fake runs. It's manipulation. It's designed to make me look like a bad person, a bad guy who has a vendetta against him, when they were confirmed fake runs. Why is he then allowed to post times on speedrunning.com, and then when I address it to Pack, I am unreliable? Pack insults me. Timon insults me. Portal Picus consistently insults me, and they get away with it. Blood Bunny is silent. Zelna, admittedly, is completely silent. Why is this allowed? What if I had never brought this up? What if I had never brought this up and his clique, in their own words, just stopped talking about it? What happened then? And you have people like Persian Player who claim I'm a bad person and I had nothing to do with this investigation when I started the whole thing. Why is this allowed?
Yeah, my CRT is really fucking good. Like, Evil Ash is so jealous of my CRT. Like, I got it for £5. Let's put that into perspective. That's like $7 US. I bought it on eBay from a guy who lives 2 miles from me. I went and collected it in a taxi, and it plays Scar video, Scar cable, and it plays it's got RGB in it as well. It's like amazing. Yo, Joe D'Amelio, my friend, what's up, mate? What? You're on LCD, Joe? You play on LCD? You don't play on CRT? I never knew that. Does your LCD have delay? Like input delay? Like, I know it's minimal, but it still has it. Like, my LCD has delay. That's why I don't play on that. I never knew you played on LCD. Yo, you know what? That makes fucking sense, actually. Because, like last week or the week before, you were doing your raw cam runs. And they were in black and white. I was thinking to myself, fuck me, Joe has got a really fucking good camera. It looks really clear. But it was because it was on LCD. Yo, my man Zelna with the fucking based host. Thanks, buddy. Yo, so Zelna, I was saying earlier, because I was talking about Mirror Shield. I had so much fun grinding out my new Mirror Shield PB. I just love that category so much. It's so fucking good. But yeah, I'm fairly confident. Like, in the Kevin 7 heaven I'm doing, like, I'm not trying to get world record in every category I'm doing, because some of the categories are pretty hard. Like, low percent is really difficult to get. Like, a 125 and low percent is ridiculous. And no major glitches is hard as fuck. My Mirror Shield run, I think, might be the best run I've done. Ever. Of anything. Like, I'm pretty confident that without new routing or tech, that fucking record is untouchable now. I I grinded and practiced it a lot though. Like I spent quite a long time fucking practicing Mirror Shield Dark World, where it's so dumb because it's like a meme category, but I don't know, I just fucking love it so much. My favorite category. Ever since Timon fucking lied to me in the first race we done. The run is it's ready to go, but it's not getting streamed until Kevin 7 Heaven. You know this. Kevin 7 Heaven, it's going to be my last Link to the Past stream. It's going to be me with I'm going to cam in the corner. I'm going to do a little cam of myself getting absolutely completely drunk. I'm going to commentate over all 7 PBs back to back. I'm even thinking about taking... I'm going to obviously upload them all to YouTube in high quality, 720, 60 frames per second. But I might take my laptop to my mate so I can stream it from my mate so I can stream it in good quality as well without any frame drops. But it's going to be like a 7-hour event. I'm going to do it one Saturday. What do you mean you missed it, Ash? I've been talking about Kevin 7 Heaven for like the last 2 months. My project I've been... What's my Mirror Shield time? Don't know if I want to give shit away. I don't know if I want to give stuff away. Like, I think I may have already told Zelda my Master Sword time. Yeah, I'm pretty sure I told her my Master Sword time. I'm not hiding because I'm a pussy. Because the thing is, because I know like some of them you're going to cut them anyway back. But my... Okay, Timon, guess what you think my Mirror Shield time is, and I'll tell you if you're close or not. How about that? I told you all the Master Sword time. Okay. Don't mention the Master Sword time then, because that one's actually fucking really good. It's not untouchable, but it's really good. Which categories have I finished splicing? The categories I've got left to go. No major glitches, any percent no major glitches. Low percent no major glitches. And the secret category, which I don't want to say. Okay, some people don't know what it is yet, although most of you know what it is. Yeah, the PBs I've already got ready to go. Mirror Shield, Master Sword, Kane O'Brien, and 100%. Oh, Joe, you're pretty close. You're pretty fucking close. Not gonna lie, pretty close. But lower. I did, Timon. I actually was lurking in your stream. You got like 60 or something like that. Like, I didn't see the run. I woke up in the morning. I think, was it this morning? No, but the 100% world record was still 33 anyway. Like, I spent quite a bit of time practicing. I practiced it for quite a lot after Zelda cut my last PB after like an hour. Pissed me off. Even though I love the guy to bits, I was like, dude, let me have world record for the day. And he's like, no, I will not. I will not let you... It's my Zelda. That's me trying to do drunk French. I will not let you have a record for... No, he's Russian. Why is he Russian? What does Zelda sound like? Okay. Okay, yeah, it's like that. Okay, congratulations. No, I've gone Russian again. Okay. Okay, congratulations. I've gone Italian. What the fuck? Okay, let's just do Zelda in my voice. He's like, oh, congrats on the world record, the 42. I'm just going to do one attempt. Boom! Get fucked. Wrecked me in one run. I apologize for the impressions, Zelda. I can't do you. But when I do the Kevin 7 Heaven, I guarantee you there'll be at least 2 records Zelda still has. There's no way I'm beating the low percent. It's impossible. That's the hardest one to beat. And I'm not going to beat no major glitches. Because even though I do think I can get a 1, 2, 3, 3, 0, I'm probably going to, like, maybe get a 1, 2, 3, 4, 0, 4x rather. Like, I'll probably get like I'm hoping to get like a 1, 2, 3, 4, 9. And then I'll just fucking be like, I'm done. Because there's just so much pressure on that category. I've been practicing Ganon's Tower so much recently, because I need it. I need a good Ganon's Tower with a low percent damage list. I need to know this tower inside and out. Plus, it's the one thing as well that keeps me from getting good times and no major glitches. Like, in no major glitches, I generally as well in runs or in races, I'm usually ahead of Zelda. If you take out blue balls off the equation, I'm usually ahead of Zelda always until Ice Palace. Yeah, I didn't cut WQ, but WQ had 1 less blue ball, so that's 12 seconds. WQ had 12 seconds less than blue balls. I didn't cut CSI Hyrule. Hopefully this will get me back on the leaderboards now. I've uploaded it to YouTube so the audio wizard nerds can do whatever they want with it. Check for splices or whatever. And then once they don't find any, they'll hopefully put me back on, because there's no reason why they can't. That's it now. That I've submitted exactly the same as anybody else on all the leaderboards. There we go. They asked for it. It's a run with audio. Oh, it's not actually on. It is on SleepyNicholas, but it's not listed. because I don't want it on, because as soon as it gets verified, I'll take it down, because I don't want subpart things on there. The thing is, from March the 18th till April the 18th, I get a month off from school. So I've got a whole month to be able to do fucking nothing except grind out the rest of Kevin 7 Heaven. So it's going to be no major glitches runs, low percent runs, and low percent damageless learning. Like, I'm not going to RTA low percent damageless. I'm just going to hopefully practice it so much that I only have to do 1 or 2 runs and then just do 1 complete run and that's it. Like, I just need to come up with some strats for that run. I've come up with 1 strat for low percent damageless. It's basically, don't be a pussy and don't cry. That's it. That's the only strats I've got so far.
So these VODs were created on March 8th. On March 14th, again, later it was, they found definitive proof that these were fake. And so they took his times off the leaderboard. The community shut up about it. Everything seemed to be good because DowntimeDeath, a leech in the community, was finally removed. And I actually started playing the game again after that point because I was like, wow, finally some real vindication for the bullshit that I've been given in the past 9 months, mostly as a result of this person twisting the community against me. Finally some vindication. Well, no, that's not the case. This story gets worse. Right, so in the words of Zelna, who has leaderboard power, right? He was a leaderboard at the time. He has leaderboard power. In the words of Blunt Bunny and probably Scrivo, whoever wrote that Google Doc, we should just ignore it. Well, how well did ignoring it go? Because there's this interesting case of a person called Sophie. Silent Sophie is DowntimeDeath's alt account that popped up right at the beginning of April. About 2 weeks after he was ousted in the community. Well, he wasn't ousted at all. It's because leaders in the community are making every effort they can to keep him around. So this person named Silent Sophie popped up and started speedrunning and pretending to get PBs and submitting to the leaderboards and racing on SRL. Again, first race, April 3rd, 2016. Gets a 135. Next race, 6 days later, gets a 131. 1 day later, gets a 128, 120.47. So this is not a real person. This is Silent Sophie. This is the same person who used a voice changer to prove that they were a girl, pretend they were a girl. And you can even see that on the day I used Mike for the first time, right? So if this was DowntimeDeath, he's not allowed to race because the guy's a confirmed slicer who's lied about it, who's made fake evidence and lied about the fake evidence. Did he even go to college? Is he in college? Was he in school? Because he says he practiced 8 hours a day for 2 months, but then he says he was also in school. Which one is it? This is the same person. So he actually did use a voice changer to pretend he was someone else, which isn't good. This is not a good look. This is a problem, right? This is a problem in the community. 126.17, and it's becoming a problem because now he's advancing it. 126.17. I think he was 11th on the leaderboard at the time, or 10th on the leaderboard. This is starting to become a problem. How far is this going to go? This is in the middle of May. I don't actually know what happened here because I believed that the Link to Pass community would be accountable and be responsible. They're in the power. I have no power in the community. Even though I've played this game more than anybody else in here, I have no power. So I assumed they'd be accountable and they'd have power, right? What happened? I have no idea, and I'm asking the Link to Pass community right now to come forward with specific VODs, specific screenshots, specific chat logs, detailing exactly what happened. No propaganda, no more bias, okay? No more bullshit from you guys. I want transparency, and I want really know what happened here. I don't have anything. The only things I've logged from this horrible community in the past 2 years was directly related to the investigation of DowntimeDeath, and it was what was given to me. I have recorded nothing else. The real story of what's really going on, about 90% of it, I can't show you because I don't have it. But I know there's people in this community who do have these logs. I want you guys to come forward with this. If you have any accountability, you should be able to come forward and say, hey, this guy spliced. Because apparently he apologized to his clique. And because he apologized to his clique, nothing transparent, nothing public, that justified him to make the situation not an issue anymore, even though he's still posting times to leaderboards. And believe me, there were more times on these games and categories that he removed. These people he's competing with don't know that this guy's a splicer. They don't know how malicious and how manipulative this guy actually is. There's a lot of cases of splicing, Worcester, for example, Goron guy, for example, where it's a one-off thing, they apologize immediately after, it's too obvious to count. I think Worcester was like 10 when he spliced runs. These are different circumstances. DowntimeDeath does not fit into any of these. He's a conscious 30-year-old adult who's maliciously faking runs. He's been doing it for a long time. There's at least 3 months of confirmed splices. Plus, a very good understanding of splicing, a very questionable history, and he's made no degree of transparency, no public apology. There's nothing going on here. In fact, he continues to insult me. He continues to insult community members and manipulate the community. And he has a community that's protecting him. So why is he allowed on this leaderboard? These people don't know they're competing with a splicer. I don't want to compete with a splicer. Pack, I'm again asking you, why is this allowed? So after this incident, which I have no idea how it was resolved, when people were able to prove that the Silent Sophie was, in fact, DowntimeDeath, I don't know what happened. They removed his times, and then I guess they hung out together because they're friends. Is this really how the moderators of speedrun.com/ALTV should be handling their game and their community? Should these people who are following him, Scrivo, Timon, Ajnam, Blunt, should they be moderating this leaderboard? They followed his alt account 33 days ago, as of 7/5. One day before Dead Next Zombie goes on a rampage calling me a racist and targeting my friends. The same manipulation we've seen in the past. Why is this justified? Why are these people, this is a clique. Why is this clique allowed to control the community and manipulate the flow of information? It's your website, Pack. This is your website. So this is RPG Gaming Thieves, RPG Godfather. This is his main Twitch channel. And he's the creator of the Roll and Deep crew, which actually is a hive mind. It's a cesspool for creating splicing. And you can tell these are his clique members. This is him, Sabu, Sawback, and these are his old friends. Xanide, Scrubbuster. Well, who would know it's DowntimeDeath, right? Blunt Bunny, Super Scudge, Geese. This is what you don't know. This guy spliced the run. This guy is another cheater. So this clique has harbored 2 splicers, 2 cheaters. These guys are friends. I don't have proof of him cheating because I don't log this stuff. Why doesn't the community come forward and address this stuff publicly? Why is there no information online about Geese cheating? So this guy Geese joined the community on January 28th, 2015. And I wish I had heard about this because I was playing the game when this happened and I never heard about it. It's completely covered up. Any percent is save and quit. He raced twice in like the past. One of them, DQ. He's racing with his friends RBG and Scrivo. Prior, streamed a run / didn't actually play, right? So he got DQ'd. So he basically broke the rules. And he got DQ'd. I think that's fair. Now, there's more to the story that I have no idea. I heard that he posted a similar thing on speedrunning.com. And I heard he posted a similar thing on the FF7 leaderboards. I don't know anything about this. Nobody knows anything about it except for the clique, which I'm asking you guys, come forward with this information because I don't think it's fair. I don't think covering up splices is right. And here's the thing. Geese has times on other leaderboards. Do the people that Geese is competing with, do they know that he's actually cheated in a race? He's not only cheated in a race, but he's posted fake times to multiple leaderboards? Do people know about this? So Magic Scrumpy is a guy in the Melee community who make what if Youngling was viable character videos. He has like 100,000 Twitch, YouTube followers, YouTube subscribers, and his original video, his big hit that he actually entered in a contest, a Youngling combo video was fake. It's completely fake, and it turns out he actually had runs on Super Mario 1 that were fake. I think he had a 459 for Mario Bros. That was also fake. That was on speedrun.com, and when people realized, hey, his Youngling video is fake, then they also went to his speedrun.com profile and they uncovered more fake accounts or more fake runs. And then what did they do? What did the people, the speedrun community do? They actually removed his times. They removed all his times from all his games. I think that's fair. If you Google Magic Scrumpy, what do you get? Mods, exposed, drama, Twitter, and then you get other stuff, right? This is important. This needs to be this needs to be known, and this needs to be addressed because people like DowntimeDeath are still on the leaderboards. They're still active. Degneck Zombie is a real account. It had an archive. This guy's alternate. There's no videos right now. April 28th has had a video. A leaderboard mod followed this guy 33 days ago. This issue was never resolved. This is still an issue. It's still a problem in the community. This needs to be addressed. And in the words of Zelda and Blunt Bunny, I don't think that ignoring this situation for the sake of the click is a very good idea. Because guess what? After he spliced the runs, after he was proven he spliced the runs, he made a fake account. He raced on a fake account. He posted fake PBs on a fake account. He lied about pretty much everything. All the manipulation line I showed you in those interactions on IRC, well, that's across the board. That's across the board with everybody. And a lot of it is targeted towards me. He used a voice changer on a fake account, right? Eventually he's exposed to the fake account, completely covered up. There's no information there. Well, then guess what? A friend of his, Geese899, decided to take up the mantle. Who's next in the Roll and Deep community that's going to take up the mantle of cheating? Who is it? Because the Roll and Deep community seems to support it. People in this clique seem to support it. They seem to follow him. This year. Why did 1, 2, 3, 4 people follow him this day? I guess he streamed and then the community supports him. And then nobody in the community says, hey, this guy was a splicer. Why did the community follow him? Moderators of the leaderboard followed him 33 days ago. Why are people lying and say this situation has been dealt with and is over? Get over with it. This is a bold-faced lie. This is not true. If it was over, why is this guy still around? Why is this guy still around? Why is he still competing? This guy posted a 124.30 in Link to Past not too long ago, a few months ago. Another run, very good run, had a questionable parts. Turns the stream on, posts a 124.30, 1 second lower than Crystal's run. We know he has a vendetta against Crystal and myself. Turns the stream off. Why is it allowed? Why is this condoned? Timon, a leaderboard mod, actually followed the guy. So you have leaderboard mods following someone who has a malicious history and a malicious past. This is a problem that needs to be addressed. Pac, I would like to see you actually take accountability for your position and for what you stand for in the community. I don't think you realize what a leaderboard actually is, which is a sad thing because you manage leaderboards. I think if there's a problem in the community, you should actually try to take that seriously, okay? It's not my job to manage this community. I don't have power in the community. Why is it my responsibility to manage the entire community? This is a complete joke. It's a farce. It needs to be fixed. This needs to be addressed because I don't want to be in the community long enough for this to happen again. For there to be another DowntimeDeath, there to be another Geese899. I don't want to see it. And I don't think people like this should be promoted in the community.
My light worlds have been really fucking good recently because I've been doing so much grinding for the get the Master Sword run I did. The Master Sword run, the PB I got, I've had that for a while now. I've had that for like 3 weeks. So I've been doing Master Sword grind for like the last month and so to get that one. So the Kevin 7 Heaven, I've had the Master Sword one for a while. I got the Mirror Shield one as well and the 100% one, which is ready to go. I got that today. I got that earlier on. I'm pretty happy with it. Although the Mirror Shield one is fucking sick. Like, I think that's untouchable. I really do think that's untouchable.
So why do I think this person is a problem in the community? Because he says, I'm going to quit forever. The Link to Past community says, no, he's not allowed on leaderboards. Then why, when you go to his account, he has times on leaderboards from last year after they said that, no, his times won't be on leaderboards. Yet, Link to Past GBA, what is DowntimeDeath trying to do? He's trying to manipulate the circumstances. He's trying to weasel his way into communities to gain power. Why does M-Chan not know about these stories? M-Chan, in good consciousness, should not be verifying this guy's time. In good consciousness, Zelna, the person who took his time, put his times on the leaderboard and then took it down, should have contacted M-Chan. Somebody should have contacted him. This guy should not be on this leaderboard. Why is he allowed to create this category? Pac, I asked you directly on Twitter and you insulted me. I'm asking you again, why is somebody who directly undermines speedrunning, the competition of speedrunning, the spirit of leaderboards, which your site is designed around, Why is he allowed to create categories and then create runs? People have no idea who this is. New runners don't know who this is, and they go to this guy and they don't know he's manipulative. He has a bad history of splicing, lying, manipulating the circumstances to make other runners, such as myself, look bad. Why is this guy allowed to do this? And this is after he spliced. This is in August. Where in his times, when the situation was ended and we needed to get over it, because the situation was resolved. No, his times are posted after that. Why was there a second guy in these people's clique that was cheating? If this is not an issue we should talk about, if you really think insulting me when I bring up a legitimate concern is the way to go to manage your website, why is there 2 cheaters in this clique? Am I just crazy as everybody else says? What do you guys think?
Yo, Screamo. My man. Yo, thanks, buddy. 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 Oh my god, I'm an idiot.